Hello. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I have been thinking a lot recently about how um, having mental health issues is a bit like having a kind of lifelong chronic illness, in that it's always sort of there. Um, Recently, in my life, a few things have changed. There are some good things that have happened, and there are a few stresses that I was going through that I'm now not going through, which I'm obviously pleased about. And it's strange when sort of that pressure of those things goes away, because you sort of sometimes hope that, oh, well, this thing's gone, this nice thing's happened, I'm magically cured and everything's going to be brilliant. Um, and it's not to say that I'm feeling hugely negative at the moment, but I think what it does highlight to me is how having mental health issues is not something that I think for me is ever going to properly go away or be cured. It's always going to be something that I struggle with, because that's how I'm wired, or that's how I was made, when they incorrectly put me together in the factory. And I think coming to terms with that and accepting that this is not something that I'm ever going to, be cured of. Like when I broke my foot, like there was always an end sort of goal for that, was to be like to have a not broken foot, unbroke my foot, but having sort of anxiety and borderline personality disorder or whatever, there may come a point where I am better able and better equipped to deal with the majority of the symptoms, so that on the surface I may seem like I'm better. But I don't think, yeah, for me personally, it's ever going to truly be over. And I think the last couple of days in particular, I've been struggling with that quite a lot, because, and I think I've talked about this before, but I think in terms of thinking about how I'm going to cope with this for the rest of my life, there are points where it feels very overwhelming and very, I sort of feel like, what's the point? Why even bother? But I guess the good things that have happened in the last couple of months sort of weigh towards the other side of, like, okay, well, despite all of this stuff, then, these good things can happen. I mean, the highlight of my week so far has been going into Kiehl's, and the man in Kiehl's telling me that my skin was great. I'm kidding. That did happen, but it wasn't a highlight. I am at a point in my life, I think, that is very, what's the word? I feel like I'm on the cusp of like getting to a sort of stable and balanced stage. But it's funny, because the closer that I feel like I'm getting to that, the more aware I am of, like, when I have wobbles, or I'm not feeling so great, or when I wake up and I feel like I want to throw myself off a bridge or whatever. Like, those things are more. It almost hurts and hits harder, because I know how close I feel to being at a point where things are going to be a bit better generally. The idea of things ever being 100% stable 100% of the time, that's not life either. Like, I'm not naive enough to think that everyone else apart from me lives this fantastic life where nothing bad ever happens, because I know that's not the case. I am aware that life is shit. um, but I guess the reason why I wanted to quickly put this into words is because I've been walking around this morning trying to, like, contextualize how I'm feeling generally with regards to sort of my personal situation at the moment, and it's been quite difficult. So I think in kind of talking about it like this, then maybe it will become a bit clearer. Yeah. Um, if you have people in your life, who are struggling for whatever reason, tell them that you love them, give them a hug, um, and commit to being there for them for for the foreseeable future if they have this kind of stuff. If you want to, obviously, like, don't fuck people around. But having friends that I know will stick by me through all the shit stuff is really important, and having the support of my family as well is really important, because it takes the pressure off me feeling like I have to be perfect, even though I still have that pressure, and I still feel like a burden most of the time, and I still feel like I'm, I have to be happy all the time, because if I'm unhappy, then people are going to be disappointed in me because I haven't worked hard enough to be happy all the time or whatever. But yeah, I guess, yeah, tell the people that you love them, and